previously on Gears.
But it's time to talk a little bit of motorsport on Gears. We start off with a little bit of rallying at the moment. Sebastian Loeb, who is sort of semi-retired from World Rally Championships. He's won 9 in a row. I mean, this guy is one of the greatest drivers ever in anything. But he's sort of only competing in a certain amount of races this season. But he's moved past Sebastian Ogier to take the lead of the Monte Carlo rally at the end of the it's an opening loop. It's nothing too serious. Sebastian Ogier announced the new Volkswagen's potential in emphatic fashion when he set the pace on the first stage, Les Moulins to Entréguet. How's that, eh?
Nice.
Must probably be completely wrong, but it sounded good. So at the moment it's Sebastian Loeb. He's got a 6 minute 7-second lead over Ogier. Danny Sordo in his Citroën, he's third, and then Joao Hanninen and Thierry Neuville, both in the Fords, are in 4th and 5th. Mikko Hirvonen down in 6th, 54 minutes down. That's not very good. What's so funny? You like me with my names? Evgeny Novikov is down in 9th place, and Jari Matalatvala is in 10th in his VW. What's wrong? Got them all right there. So, moving on to the Dakar, Janil de Villiers still in 2nd place. Lost a few more minutes to Stefan Peter Hansel in yesterday's stage, but he's still looking pretty solid in 2nd place. And Vroom has begun in Madonna di Campiglio in Italy, where the Ferrari and Ducati teams get together, and I want that jacket. Gotta have that jacket.
I haven't even seen what it looks like.
Gotta have that jacket. Anyway, so Fernando Alonso has said, listen, it doesn't matter about Felipe Massa's resurgence. No matter what he brings, I'm still going to be there. That's out of the mouth of the one and only Fernando Alonso. Now, yesterday, very interesting, Sergio Perez from McLaren now, he sat there and went to the McLaren guys like Martin Whitmarsh and said, listen, I really think it would be great if you could bring back Pedro de la Rosa. Now, Pedro de la Rosa was a long-time test driver for McLaren, and then he went to the HRT team, which is now defunct, so de la Rosa's out of a drive. Doesn't look like he'll get an actual drive, but he's a great test driver. So he went and said, listen, can't we get Pedro de la Rosa back to McLaren? Bang, what happened? Ferrari signed Pedro de la Rosa.
Oh, my word.
How's that? Little bit of shoot. Also, the interesting thing with that is Marc Genet is also Spanish, Alonso Spanish, De La Rosa Spanish in the team, and De La Rosa comes with also a lot of McLaren, not information, but stories that he can bring to Ferrari.
Ooh.
Quite interesting, eh? Yeah.
You're so knowledgeable. It's so nice to listen to you.
Yeah, right. Mercedes have said they really want to challenge the 2014 title. I'm going, we're only in 2013. We know that 2014 is a massive rule change and it could go any team's way. Let me just tell you, it could. But they're saying, no, 2014 is what we're really focusing on, which I'm a little bit concerned about. Dieter Zetsche, who's the chairman of Daimler, who's got a massive moustache, by the way. He says, the real problem lay with the chassis, and we're working on that. So let's hope they have a good 2013 car as well, which I do believe they will. I'm very confident that they will. Bit of a war of words between, I spoke about yesterday, Paul di Resta, because they don't know who his teammate's going to be now at Force India. But there's a little bit of a war of words going out between Paul di Resta and the likes of Sergio Perez, because Sergio Perez was accused by di Resta as being a sort of like a paid-for driver. He said money's tight, but Perez has some good backing. Well, I hate to tell you, Paul di Resta, you know what? You were overlooked by South, and nobody, I think, at McLaren was looking at you first. I don't think McLaren have signed Perez just because he's got a little bit of money behind him. Anyway, so let those two little boys fight it out. Heikki Kovalainen has slammed Paul Gascoigne. Paul Gascoigne from Caterham came out and said, listen, we don't really like Heike anymore because because it showed no respect. Cover line and says, hey, I'm very respectful. Paul Gaskin, a very, very peculiar fellow as well. That's basically it, looking at the world of F1 at the moment. Everyone's sort of getting ready for the launches of cars. February the 5th is when the first testing takes place. All of those details you can catch on the Bulls Facebook page and my Facebook page as well. Also, just to let you know, on my Formula One, on my F1Sasha.com page, the news is a little bit peculiar at the moment, because I was looking at my page yesterday and I went, what, there's news about A1GP? And it was all a little bit, somewhere the link has gone a bit funny. So don't worry, it will be rectified sooner than later. Here we go. That's a look at the world of motorsport this afternoon.
At the next intersection, turn on
GEARZ with Sasha Martinengo.
weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time.